Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Okay, we're a little bit earlier than we normally are today. I have some repairmen coming this morning, and they're going to be ridiculously loud. So I thought we might as well go ahead and get the video over with today. I had another really fun project scheduled to do today, a scrapbook layout, but it's going to take significantly longer than our gift card video today. And I really was afraid that they were going to get here before I was done. So postponing that one, and we're going to do something really fun today. So a lot of people like to give gift cards for the holidays. This is also an idea and a pattern that you guys, of course, could use for birthdays and, you know, just whatever occasion that you might need to give a gift card. But this is about probably the easiest, quickest gift card holder you ever are going to create. And I'm going to give you guys all the measurements so that you know exactly how to... Oh, thank you for stopping by, Dorothy. I hope you have a good day, sweetie. Enjoy your Wednesday. But you guys can very easily recreate this using paper of your choice. And it's so ridiculously fast and simple that I think anyone will be able to do it. So let's go ahead and we're going to get started. If you guys want to, you can grab a piece of paper and write down these measurements if you would like, or I will just post them. I'll just edit the video post and I'll put them in the description so you'll have them for later as well. So this is actually going to create a gift card holder the very same size as our A2 card sizes. So you guys know that A2 is what they call a 5.5 inch tall by 4.25 inch wide card design. And so those are typically in Close to My Heart world, those are the size of cards that we normally will create. So when you hear someone refer to a card as an A2, you know that is what size it is. So today, this gift card holder is going to it's going to be the same size as just a standard A2 card. And so the best part about that, I think, is that it fits right inside one of our A2 envelopes, okay? So you guys can just use the same envelopes that you have in your stash. You don't have to worry about going to the store and getting some special sized envelopes or even making an envelope. You can just grab one out of your stash. So that is a portion that I think that is really great, that is sized to fit the envelopes as well. So we don't have to worry about that additional element. So what we're going to do, if you guys notice, there is a little bit of extra, this cute little bow here, and you guys are probably wondering, wow, where did you get that? Because you guys know I only shop with Close to My Heart. You will I don't think you'll ever catch me buying craft supplies that are not close to my heart if we carry them. So yesterday I bought some googly eyes at the Dollar Tree, but we don't carry those. So these cute little bows are from something that we had years ago. I don't know if you guys are in the habit or not of looking at the clearance section. When you guys go to the website to place your orders, always look at the clearance section. There are great deals there, and they update those items without telling us. We normally don't get told when they put new things on there. And so these older fundamental assortments that we used to have years ago to match our big fundamental paper collections, they have made their way back. For $3.25, you can buy these entire packages, and they were originally $9.95. So there's many colors on there, colors that still match our paper collections so perfectly. And I gathered a bunch of those when I placed an order the other day. So I want to give you guys a look at what some of them include. And so these are about a 6 inch by 6 inch. Let me just kind of measure really quickly. Yeah, it's right at 6 inches by 6 inches. And this is a glitter sheet of adhesive backed stickers. And let's see if you probably can't see. Maybe you can see the designs a little better on the back here. There are multi-sized circles. There are multi-sized triangles. Oh, Carol, girly, I got you covered today, babe. Just hang with me. I got you covered today. Multi-sized stars and hearts on here, and they're all adhesive backed. Good morning, Tammy. Thanks for hopping in, darling. So on this set, of course, is gold. So you have all of these adhesive back stickers that's very difficult to see that are in gold. As you can see, I used a few of the stars, but you've got this sheet of adhesive backed glitter stickers. You have packages of, these are all wooden adhesive backed elements that have gold foil printing on them that are super duper cute. Those come with the package. Then you get 8 of these little clips that are so cute. We're going to do some fun things with these here later on in the month as well. These have the gold, these are white with the gold foil printing. And then my favorite portion of the entire package are the bows. And each one of the assortments come with 6 bows. These are all gold and white. But the other sets come with 3 gold and 3 silver. So you obviously could, you could either take the shin hand markers and cover over the silver or the gold if you want to change those colors. But, this is a really great way to incorporate both gold and silver embellishments when you're using these. But they come in many different colors. I did grab a few that I thought was going to match some of the paper collections I'm working with. This next month, but you guys, they're only $3.25 right there on the clearance section. So if you have not gone to the clearance section, oh my gosh, they have stuff as low as $1, okay? So just because you don't see it in the idea books that are current doesn't mean that you cannot still get, good morning, Linda, these really fun things. So that's where you're going to see some of the embellishments that we're using today. So of course, this bow here is one from the black assortment. You guys know how I love black. And the stars here, as I mentioned, guys, these are all adhesive back, so you don't even have to worry about putting adhesive on the back of them. But we've got the stars that I've stuck here on my PML card, and then here on the inside, we have some smaller stars. So this is just a stamp image from that brand new Christmas Blessings stamp set that I'll show you guys again in a second. But I love it because they're a little bit flat. So since we already have a little bit of bulk up here on the top of it, good morning, Roxanne. Thank you for joining, sweetie. This is not adding additional bulk. Now let me show you. Okay, I'm peeking. I'm giving you a peek at another project that's coming up later, probably on Friday. Maybe on Friday. This is, you could use it for a gift card holder, but what I actually did was I created it where it will allow for a larger, more a thicker project. So this is one, again, you'll see those little bows there, the cute little bows that I'm talking about. This actually uses one of our little Petite Perks stamp sets that I thought would be good for gift giving. But this is one where I was not going to be able to very well add additional bulk here because I only created this little holder to be 1/4 of an inch thick. So it would incorporate that little stamp set. And if I added a bunch more bling down here, like a dimensional bling, it wasn't going to close very well. And I wanted it to close correctly with that little hook and loop dot there. So I needed shiny bling that was not dimensional. Like that's the first time in my whole life that you'll ever hear me say that, right? But these little adhesive back stars were so perfect because they added some bling there, a little bit of shimmer and shine without being adding a lot of bulk on the inside of this little gift card here. So you guys are going to see this coming up. And again, if you don't have a need to put a little stamp set in there, you could put one of those little candy bars, or you could put a gift card in there if you would like. But lots of different, good morning, Michelle, options you have for this. But this one's coming up, so stay tuned with me this week. You'll probably see this one this week. But I wanted you guys to see another kind of idea of what we're going to do with these and how easy they are and cute they are to use. So I just love them. I love them. And I think that they really added a lot to the project. So you guys go to the clearance aisle, run. I promise you will love. They have great stuff on there. Okay. So let's go ahead and we're going to get started. Going to get started today. And let's get this stuff out of the way. Now, I have incorporated some more of our thin cut dies, you guys. If you do not have these thin cut dies, oh my gosh, you guys. Okay. I'm a frugal girl. You know this. Nobody is expecting you to buy every single set in one order, okay? But so many of these are they're crazy awesome low priced that you could probably grab one when you place an order. You could add one of the, $12 sets onto an order. Or if you want to try to get to the stamp of the month, the November stamp of the month, you could get the fancy tag die, which is about $44, $45. But it has, I believe it's 10 pretty large dies. And we did incorporate it into the November stamp of the month. So you guys could very easily use that as part of your criteria to get to that $50 spending point so that you could get the stamp set for only $5 and then get the free pre-cut kit from me and the cutting guide from me and get admitted into the virtual class and all of that fun stuff that you're going to get with that one $5 stamp purchase. Okay. So we did use the fancy tag dies. This is an example of one of them. See how large they are next to the card? They're really beautiful, great big dies. So, you guys, I know that it would be spendy to get all of them at one time, but, don't don't overlook our thin cuts, you guys. We have beautiful papers and stamps, but I tell you, we have really great practical thin cuts as well. So I just encourage you guys that you might consider starting to build your stash. So what we are going to use today is for our black scallop here, we're using the scalloped stitched circle from the Fancy Tags thin cut set. And my phone is freezing up on me, so I hope that you guys are still there. Listen here, phone. Oh my gosh, somebody give me like a like or a thumbs up or something if y'all are still there. Sometimes it freezes up and it doesn't do anything, and then other times my screen is frozen up, but you guys can still hear and see me like normal. So, oh my gosh, technology hates me. If somebody can hear me and see me, can you all give me like a like or a thumbs up or something like that? Okay, now my screen is unfrozen, so I'm going to keep going. So then we also used, for the Clover cardstock here, I used the largest basic circle. And then what nests perfectly inside the largest basic circle is the largest stitched circle. So that's where we got the white. And as you guys can see, I am crazy, madly obsessed with these stitched dies. It just adds something so darling cute around the outside of it. Remember, it's just the little things, right? It's totally the little things. That's why I love the journaling pen, okay? So just for the sake of time, because y'all know I'm windy, I went ahead and I cut the 3 out. So those are ready to go. And we're just going to set those aside, and I'm going to show you guys how we're going to create the little, the gift card holder, how we're actually folding him, okay? So we have started with a 4 1/4 by 11 inch piece of cardstock. And incidentally, you guys, that's the same size as a vertically standing A2 card, okay? Because remember, this is the very same size as our standard A2 card designs, okay? So if you were going to create one that's going to stand up on its own, like I do occasionally, then you guys are going to want this very same size cardstock, okay? So 4 1/4 by 11. And what we're going to do is we are folding it in half, and we want to crease it really, really well, okay? So folding it directly in half, creasing it well. Now, I will also mention, you guys, that I specifically wanted to use this PML card for the inside of my gift card holder. I knew right away when I decided to make this is what I wanted to use. So, I normally would probably, just because it's habit, to have it open this way, the opposite way, but then my tree was upside down, okay? And I wanted my tree to show. So if you guys are not going to use this PML card from the Oh What Fun paper collection, then you probably are going to want to have yours open opposite of mine, okay? And you guys can absolutely do that. That's no trouble at all. But I wanted to explain to you why mine was opening backwards, basically backwards. I feel like it's backwards. Maybe we're just doing something different and innovative. Maybe we'll put it that way. I'm being innovative instead of backwards, okay? So, now we are going to go to your paper trimmer or whatever you guys use to score with. You guys know I'm like a simple girl. I don't need all the fancy gadgets and blades and all of that. I just need something to get the job done. So I use my paper trimmer. And so we're going to score at 1 1/2 inches. From either side, it's not going to matter. The only way that it would matter is if this piece here was a patterned paper where it was going to be upside down. Like if you were using that really pretty text, paper or something, you would want to make sure you had it scored on the right side because you don't want to have it upside down. But mine's just cardstock, so it doesn't matter. So I'm moving my edge of my paper over to the 1 1/2 inch mark, and then I'm just going to use my bone folder and score right down the middle, okay? Then we're pretty much done with the paper trimmer. So I'm telling you guys, like, this is not difficult at all, but I know that a lot of you guys are like me and you're very visual, and so getting the dimensions and having someone kind of walk you through it, it makes it a little bit easier to kind of find your way. So so now we have our piece, our 4 1/4 by 11 is scored or folded in half, and then we've scored 1 1/2 inches from either side. It doesn't matter which side. You just need to score it. Just need to do it from one side. Now, for the sake of time, because y'all know I'm windy, I went ahead and I did my journaling pin on one of these, and I've done it around my PML card. I have taken my PML card and I've trimmed it down to fit inside, because remember, this is 4¼ inches by 5½ inches, just like a regular card, regular A2 card. So what I've done is I've actually taken my liner and I have cut it down to 4 inches by 5¼ So I have a really nice 1/8 of an inch border around the outside, okay? And I went ahead and I did got the journaling pin going on that one, so you guys didn't have to wait. Here again, we've got the same piece of cardstock that we just that I just showed you guys what we were doing. Now your top liner up here that is going to fit on top of the portion that you did not fold under is actually going to be 3¾ by 4. Okay, so whatever piece you guys are going to cut to fill this in, 3¾ by 4 inches. And I will go ahead and put this in the description of the video so you guys have these measurements for later, okay? So now we need to determine how we are going to find the way to get our gift card to stay in here. And once again, the thin cuts have saved our tail, okay? So I am using one of the just basic circle thin cuts, and you guys can use any size. There's really not a criteria as far as size on here. This is the second from the smallest. And so what we're going to do is you're going to turn over your cardstock here, and we're just going to, I'm going to grab a little teeny tiny bit of washi tape to hold my die just in case I move it a little tiny bit. And as I mentioned before, guys, I just leave my tape on my dies. It just helps to keep them placed where you want to place them. And it's not always a big deal. Like whenever I cut these circles, I don't ever put washi tape on them because it doesn't matter if they move on my white cardstock piece. But, you know, when I center this die, I want it to stay where it's going to, I want it to stay in the correct spot. So I will usually place a little bit of washi tape on here, and it'll help keep that die centered instead of getting jostled around or shifted around when it goes into my Cuttlebug, okay? So we're just going to adhere him. He's just going to be right in the center. And this is really, like, there's no make it or break it measurement here, guys. You just want to have the little lip here. And I suppose, honestly, you don't even have to have the lip. I like the lip, though. I think it looks really cute. So I want to have that little circle indentation there. And I've just placed it on my platform. And I'm going to take it over here to my Cuttlebug so I'm not jiggling the table where my phone is. So hang on just one moment. Are y'all still with me, or are you dozing off? Me and all my techie issues, I tell ya, it's crazy. But my excuses make me grow my business 0, so I'm going to keep going, okay? And did you guys see how easy that washi tape just popped right off of there? That's why I love washi tape so much, because, you know, it's like a decorative portion of our crafting, but for me, it really serves more of like a functional tool as well, because it holds my dies, and I just use it for a lot of different reasons. So if you guys don't have any washi tape in your craft room, you definitely should grab some of that. So now all we're going to do, good morning, darling. Thank you so much for hopping on. Ooh, it is a darling card, isn't it, Charisse? If you're just tuning in, you missed a lot of fun stuff. But it's a gift card as well, and it fits into the regular size envelopes. So that's my favorite part, that you guys don't have to, good morning, Mandy. That's my favorite part, that you guys don't have to like search for a specialty envelope to fit them, because we just size them down to fit the regular envelope. So now that we have our little pocket here, we're just going to add a teeny tiny bit of adhesive up here on the edges. This, again, not rocket science, guys. Like, it doesn't have to be exact or anything like that. We just want to give that little pocket for our gift card to slide in there. So let's go ahead and we'll do a little bit of our stamping before we go any further. Probably my steps are a little bit backwards, but it's early in the morning and I've only had 1 cup of coffee, so whatever, right? Okay, so I have my archival black ink. The stamp sets that we're using today are the Christmas Blessings sets, and you guys are not going to find this in an idea book. You're going to find it over at the website, susanwilliams.ctmh.com, and if you look at the top, you're going to find a promotions tab, and if you guys click on that promotions tab, just be prepared to be totally overwhelmed yet amazed. We have, I don't know, like 7 promotions going on right now. It's ridiculous. Like ridiculous in a good way, of course, but a lot of really fun things. That's why it's so important to check at the, me too, Roxanne, me too. It's always important to check the websites, guys, because they add a lot of stuff without, publishing it. And so we have to kind of keep up that way. But this is the Christmas Blessing stamp set. And what I love is because myself being a Christian, this is a real meaning for Christmas. This is all about Jesus's birthday. And that's the real reason to celebrate Christmas. So this is why I love this. Trees and Santa Claus are cool and all, but this is like where it's at. So we are using, the Christmas Blessing stamp set. And down at the bottom, there were these smaller sentiments that I placed together on one block. And it's so easy to do that, you guys. When you have the mats like these, I love them for so many reasons, but when you have the mats like these or your Versamat, it makes it so easy to take sentiments. We already have those 3 placed, so I'm not going to take them off, but I'll just show you guys like really quickly how easy this totally is. So instead of placing them on the block itself, like instead of trying to get them lined up that way, which you absolutely can, but to me, it's a little bit easier. Sorry guys, I'm like all thumbs today. To me, it's a little bit easier for you to take your sentiments, line them up on your mat here. Just a little tip, if you guys struggle like me, sometimes this might be helpful. Line them up on the grid lines on the mat, and then take your block and put your block down on there, and they will cling to your block that way. And so you have them perfectly aligned without having to sit there and, you know, get them just right on your block and then peel them up and then move them around. And then, you know, it's just a little bit, to me, this is a little bit faster to kind of do it backwards. All right. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys or not, but, that is the way that I like to do it. So we are using the really small, these cute, really small sentiments down here. And yes, I have to tell you guys, like I have many times, but the nativity scene here and these here and the Christ the Savior is born, they all fit perfectly inside the shaker windows, okay? So you want to make a really great Christian themed shaker windows. These are your game. You'll totally love them. You're going to see some Christmas ornaments coming with them soon as well. I'm telling you guys, I got like a whole calendar that I'm planning this stuff out. It's going to be a blast. So we've used the 3 small sentiments from the Christmas Blessing stamp set, and then our big Merry Christmas here comes from the little mini Christmas script. And you guys are going to see a lot of these stamp sets trickled throughout the idea book. They're the very small mini stamps, and they're usually a single image, and they're $3.95. So this is a really great way for people to get started in stamping. A really great way to build, yes, they fit perfectly, Carol, to build your stamping stash if you are not really sure if stamping is for you. And I'm going to show you again later on in the week how to create this really cute little holder for them too. So join me probably on this one's scheduled on Friday. So you guys will probably see, didn't make a shaker gift card holder. Working on it, Mandy, absolutely working on it. I'm trying to keep the projects either going from one extreme to the other. We're either going to keep them like ridiculously fast and simple for everyone that's kind of like in a hurry, or we're going to get them kind of crazy, like really embellished and fancy schmancy. And that's kind of where the shaker ones are kind of falling for me. So you guys are going to see a lot of variations throughout the next couple months when we're doing things for Christmas. It's either probably going to be really quick and fast and simple, or a little bit more detailed and kind of intricate. So today's like a fast and simple one, okay? But that's where we got the Merry Christmas from. It's the Christmas script, and the number's M1209, in case you guys are wondering. But $3.95, these are really great things just to add onto your order. And these are great ideas, you guys, when we have those smaller, affordable stamp sets. They're a great way to get up to that $50 mark where you can get the stamp of the month for only $5 and get that free pre-cut kit from me and get invited into the online class and all of that super fun stuff that you guys hear me talk about. So we are inking up our peace, love, and joy, and we're just going to put him right down here at the bottom. It's a little bit challenging looking through my phone to do this, y'all. Okay, so we have peace, love, and joy down here at the bottom, and we are going to set him aside, and we're going to put our Merry Christmas, stamp our Merry Christmas. I was going to put the Christ the Savior is born, but he was just a teeny tiniest, a little bit too big for my my white stitch circle. So Merry Christmas. Perfect. Okay, and I think we're done with stamping. So we are done with the stamping now, and we're going to go ahead and adhere. I call them a liner when they're inside a card base. I usually call it a liner. I have no idea if that is, I have no idea if that's the right, right word for it or not, but I need to make sure that this is going to line up correctly. I need to move it over just a little tiny bit. This liner was a little tiny bit challenging because I wanted that tree, the tree over here to line up, and I didn't want any white showing. So this was a little bit probably more challenging than than some of the other cards or liners that I might use. So that is going to line up. Yay. Okay, perfectly. Now let's see. We may go ahead and put the stars on here. We are going to use, those of you guys that joined a little bit late, if you didn't know, you can go back and watch the front of the video if you want, but put the fundamental assortments a while ago back on the clearance rack, and we had these a long time ago, but they're only $3.25 for the whole package, okay? So you've got like the 6x6 adhesive back glitter, different multi-size shapes, then you've got these really cool 3-dimensional bows and some wooden chipboards and some clips, and they're coming all different colors, but they're only $3.25. It's crazy. Whenever they were originally came out, they were $9.95. So $3.25 is really, really exciting to me. Love getting a bargain. Y'all know this. Y'all know this. And so I'm just using my tweezers to get underneath them. You guys could use your fingers if you want. You could use your piercing tool. That works great too. But it just makes it a little bit easier to get them off of that sheet. And so like I said, they already have adhesive on them, so you don't even have to put any on there. So now... I put the little tiny bitty stars in between the peace, love, and joy. So we're going to grab those. I love that there's already adhesive on them. Did I already say that like 3 times? Sorry. And I think I'm going to stop with 2. When I did the original card, I did 2 on the outside, but I think I'm going to stop with 2. I think that'll be good. Okay, so let's go ahead and we will put the front on here. Oh, I'm so glad, Star. Thank you. And Kristen, thanks for joining me, guys. I'm so grateful. I hope you guys are having a good Wednesday. Wednesday is always one of my favorite days of the week because it's my husband and I's date night. And we usually get to spend a little bit of time together, so always enjoy that. Oops, Suze, heavens. Whew, I need to have another cup of coffee, guys, before I do these next time. Okay, just adding down this top piece here. And remember, this top piece was 3 3/4 by 4. Okay, and I will put all these measurements in the video. Good morning, Shannon. Thank you so much for joining, guys. More stuff to order. Sorry. Sorry, guys. I don't mean to be an enabler, but it's sort of a little bit is my job. You guys just know that I love pretty things. I love, I love fun, crafty supplies, but you guys also know that I'm really super frugal, so that I want the pretty things, but I want them, I want them in an affordable way. And I don't apologize for that anymore, because so many of my customers say, Susan, that's why I like shopping with you, because I know that you're going to take good care of my money. I know your ideas are going to be as frugal as possible. And I love that. So I don't apologize for it anymore. And yes, there's a lot of foam tape on here. It's like foam tape overkill, but it's all right. So this is the Clover cardstock color, you guys. It's one of our brand new colors, and I love it. It's close to what I would consider a green, like a true green. I know there's a lot of definitions for true green, but to me, when I think of true green, I do think of a color fairly close to this. So it matches the, I chose the Clover because it matched the bottom portion of my PML card here, and it wasn't, I don't know, this was like perfect for me. It wasn't too busy, but it wasn't too bare, because y'all know that I get a little anxious when we're kind of bare and have a little bit of white space and a little bit of plain space. I kind of, we got to keep it a little bit jazzed up. But not too jazzed up. So I think this one really fit the bill nicely. Not too cluttered on here, but I think it's really cute. And I'm telling you guys, you got to go get some of those fundamental assortments. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I was so excited to see them back on there, and they were there for a while before I ordered some, and I thought, nah, do I want to mess with them or not? Because I really only want to play with things that you guys can still order, because so many times you guys want to recreate you want to recreate what I'm recreating, and I want to be able to give you the ability to do that. So I usually will only use supplies that you guys can order, and since they were back on the clearance aisle, they stayed there a while, I thought, okay, we're going to break them out and play with them. So here are some of the bows. We're going to use another one of the black ones, and since we use the gold stars, I want to use the bow with the black with the gold on them. Remember, I had said part of your bows are going to have the featured color and silver, and then the other part of your bows are going to have the featured color and the gold. So since we have gold stars, we're obviously going to use the gold bow, and they already have adhesive on the back. So again, you don't even have to grab a glue dot or anything like that. But seriously, guys, that is darn cute. Okay, maybe I'm the only one that thinks that's darn cute, but I think that it's darn cute. So, do you not have the most darling gift card to stick in here that would just bless someone's day? And crazy quick, you guys. Like, ridiculously quick, right? That is stinking cute, okay? All right, so maybe we didn't trim the video down lengthwise as much as I would like. I'm trying to get better, you guys, but I have a good time visiting with you, and I am a little bit long-winded. Sorry. So, this is what we have for today. If you guys, there's a lot in the beginning of the video, guys, so if you came in partway through, you might want to hop back on. But you can tune in because we're going to have this little guy. We're going to have this little guy later on in the week. I have him scheduled for Friday. I don't know whether if we will stick to that schedule, but right now he's scheduled for Friday. And it is a dimensionable type of holder. So for me, I have him closed with another one of the hook and loop dots that you guys saw me use the other day. But this holds one of our little mini stamp sets perfectly. You guys also could put like a candy bar in there, or, you know, just whatever would fit in there. But this one does have some dimension, so it's going to hold something that's a little bit thicker than a gift card. So you guys can tune in for him later on in the week. But I think he turned out really, really cute too. And he's very sturdy. Like he's, you know, he's not falling out or anything like that. He's very sturdy, and he just looks really nice. He's not creased. The cardstock's really not bowing much. It just, I don't know, I'm really, really pleased with the way that it turned out. So join me for that one. Pardon me. Join me for that one another day. But for today, this is what we got, guys. This really cute gift holder. So I'll put the measurements in the video description so you guys will have them for later. But I'm so grateful for you guys joining me. It blesses my heart that you want to give a few minutes of your day to listening to my rambles. So I hope that it's helpful, and I hope you guys are able to create some for your holiday gift giving. And have a great Wednesday, and I'll see you soon.